Good morning. It's Sunday, June 22nd, 2025, 7:38 a.m. This is really strange. For some reason, when I pushed the live button this morning, everything is enlarged. And like I'm at one end of my counter and I've got the phone way at the other end. That was the only way I could fit in. Like if I were to take it and put it where I usually have it, it would be like that. So yeah, I've had to move it way far back in order to fit in the screen along with the coffee machine. So, okay, I decided this morning I'm essentially going to make a cortado, which is pretty much half milk and half coffee. I said I was going to buy milk at the grocery store yesterday. I'll have to do it maybe on my way home from church today because I couldn't get any refrigerator stuff yesterday because it was going to have to sit in the car for a while. I am going to get some real milk, so look forward to it this coming week. So I've got some Colombia, Master Origins Colombia, grown in Colombia. And I think the other day when we were talking about which areas of the world provided which percentages of coffee, I think Colombia was 10%. Let's see, Alexa, how much of the world's coffee does Colombia provide?
From homegrounds.co, they are the world's third largest producer, accounting for 12% of total global coffee production.
Okay, they're the world's third largest producer, accounting for 12%. I remember Brazil is 45%. Alexa, who is the largest producer of coffee in the world?
In 2017, Brazil was the top producer of coffees at 5.91 billion pounds.
Alexa, what country is the second largest producer of coffee?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. The largest coffee producing countries are Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia, and Indonesia, followed by Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Peru, Ethiopia, and India.
Did you hear that? Maybe you could hear that. One more question for Alexa. Alexa, how much of the world's coffee does Vietnam produce?
From fastcompany.com, Vietnam went from supplying 0.5% of the world's coffee in 1984 to more than 18% in 2020.
Whoa, this is a surprise, okay? Vietnam supplies more coffee to the world, 18%, than Colombia does, which is only 12%. Isn't that a surprise? Wow, because you don't hear, you hear people say, oh yes, I love Brazilian, Colombian, Indonesian coffee. You don't usually hear people say, oh yes, I prefer Vietnamese coffee. Isn't that something? Apparently in 1984, it produced 0.5% of the world's coffee and now 18%? Oh my gosh. So it goes Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia. Wow. Okay, so here is some Colombian coffee, part of that 12% of the world's production. This is late harvest coffee, which means that the coffee cherry sits on the coffee plant past its usual ripeness. Then they pick it, okay? So, does it sound like I know stuff? I read it on the package. Okay, I have got some warm oat milk. Oh, it feels like some hot oat milk here. And this Colombia can be run as an espresso or a lungo. Let's see. It says it has winey notes. Just taste it and see what you think. Don't go by what it says on the package there. Okay, so should I push the espresso? I'll push the lungo button. I'm still working on getting some more transparent cups. I don't know, I got rid of a bunch of mine because they were really big and I wanted smaller ones. But I don't want to spend the money and use the storage space for ones that are not really what I like. When I used to make pottery years ago, my teacher taught us, when you see, a mug or a bowl or something made out of pottery, and you pick it up, it should feel in your hand, the weight of it should feel the way it looked. And an example is, like sometimes if I go to a craft fair or something, and there's a potter there, let's say they make mugs, and they have some really pretty mugs, and then I go to pick one up and it's like, oh, it's so heavy. Nobody wants to have a heavy mug because you're gonna, put stuff into the mug gonna be even heavier. And also, if it looks like it's light, you want it to feel light when you pick it up. So that's always influenced how I've, felt about my coffee mugs. And if they're glass, it's the same thing. I don't want something that's going to be like some beer mug weight to it. I want something, if it's small and light looking, I want it to be light to pick up. And it can be light without being delicate, without being fragile. Okay, here we go. I didn't know what I was going to talk about this morning, if anything, but I wanted some company with my coffee, so that's why I got on here. And I found things to talk about. Okay, I have hot milk, hot oat milk, hot coffee. This is yummy, but you know what? I got out some new syrup. Well, I haven't used it in a while. You can see it. It's, I have used it before. This is sugar cookie syrup. And it does give a sort of a flavor, almost like if you dumped a sugar cookie into your coffee. I'm going to put some in because I just want a little bit of sweetness. And, I had the toasted marshmallow syrup out here already, but it just didn't seem like it would be good with this coffee. So I figured I'd try the sugar cookie. Oh, tasty. Let me add a little more. You know what I'm going to do, though? I am going to add a coffee mate creamer to this because I just want a richer feel of the coffee, a better mouth feel, a little thicker. Oh, now that's interesting. It's interesting. You know what? Have you ever seen, like, somebody's has had a new baby and, they're, oh, yes, here's my new baby. And, most people say, oh, he's beautiful, he's handsome, she's so precious, blah, blah, blah. And, sometimes it's just the ugliest baby you've ever seen in your life. And you wonder, oh my gosh, what should I say? It just occurred to me, precious would be good. For many years I said, oh my goodness, what an interesting face, full of character. Well, I don't know, this is interesting and full of character. Yeah, I think from now on I'm gonna stick to precious with babies. Okay, that sounds better, doesn't it, than interesting. Anyhow, let me try this. Okay, it's interesting. I'm really surprised because I used to like this sugar cookie syrup in a lot of things, but I don't know, with the Colombia coffee, I'm not sure. Or maybe, maybe I'm just not used to having this. This is Skinny Syrup's 0-calorie sugar cookie syrup. Okay, so I'm wondering, should I add a little more? I don't think I should add more. I'm going to leave this as it is, and it's okay. It's not what I was expecting. And that's the thing that can throw you when you're trying something new. You have expectations, whether you realize it or not. And then you taste something and it might not, you know, all of a sudden you're thinking, that's kind of not what I was expecting it to taste like. But you know what? I would rather throw away my expectations, my preconceived notions, my prejudices, than throw the cup of coffee away. So it's going to be okay. It's not exactly what I wanted this morning, but it's okay. It'll do. So I hope you have a good day, and maybe I'll figure out how to make this screen back to its usual size. I'm looking at it here. There's all these things at the bottom. I have no idea. What is this? No, I'm not gonna invite somebody on. No, it's a comment. Oh no, there, okay, I got it. Oh wait, here's more. Oh, that's like a flash thing. What's this? Oh, ask a question, create a poll. Sorry, I don't know what the heck this is. What is this one? Oh, reduce background noise. I guess I could have used that yesterday when the washing machine was going, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out another time. I'll step back to be... See, it's so big. Anyhow, I hope you have a good day today, and I'll talk to you soon.